Holistic Wednesday. Ooh. Monday was Magnetic Monday. Tuesday was Transcending Tuesday. My nose ring. And today is Holistic Wednesday. All right. Powerful methods for self-healing 101. Things y'all can try to do. Crystals you can use. I will name a few from my little cheat sheets over here. Of course, y'all need to buy and purchase your own crystal books because different ones may speak to y'all. Judy Hall Crystal Bible 1, 2, and 3. She may have a 4 now. Are good starters for crystal books. Okay, Judy Hall 1, 2, Crystal Bible 1, 2, 3, and I think a 4. You can get her. She's really good. Little sample, short little books like that. I've seen her books, but I don't have them because I have other crystal books I use. But anyway, for self-healing 101 Holistic Wednesday. Oh. All right. Powerful healing herbs that align with your chakras. Of course, the 7 powerhouses, right? The energy clusters, the main ones that everybody talk about. The rainbow that's in the Bible. If y'all don't know now, you know. It's talking about your chakras. All right. That's what the rainbows in the Bible is talking about. The chakras. Energy clusters, your energy centers. All right. Chakras, as the India would say it. Chakras. You gotta say it right. We be saying it wrong because we English. So we don't even say it right. It take a little work to say it right, I guess, to get the right spelling, the right pronunciation of it. So for your root chakra, powerful healing crystals, you choose whichever one you resonate. You can get tiger's eye, garnet. You can get, let me backtrack. You can get red tiger's eye, garnet, ruby, red jasper, hematite. Hematite is like the magnet one, right? For your orange chakra, your sacral, orange calcite, carnelian. This is carnelian right here. That's red jasper right there. That's for the root chakra. That's for the sacral chakra, carnelian, sunstone, and golden tiger's eye. Should be up here, right here. Golden tiger's eye. So that's golden tiger's eye. That's for the sacral chakra too. These you can. I would buy if I pick my crystals in a unique way because I use different curves and points because we have reflexology in our fingertips and in our toes. This is like blue lace agate. This will be for the throat chakra, but I'm just showing y'all the curvature in it. You see all the curvature, and then you see the little rough patch right here. This is the first blue lace agate I picked when I was getting crystals. So I look for certain things in a crystal because this is like a worry stone, but I use it for meditation. So when you want to meditate, you can do this, and your mind's eye will go to this instead of what your mind is thinking about, rambling about, the monkey mind, all the rambling, right? All the voices, all the thoughts. So that's a powerful tool to have some of these laying around or carry them in your purse if you go to work and a motherfucker stressing your ass out. Pull out this stone and just do this number right here. And then they be like, what you doing? Leave me alone. What you doing? Leave me alone. I'm meditating so I don't pop your ass. Okay, no, I'm just playing. You know, because you want to just haul off and hit somebody, right? So these are good to have with your favorite stones too. You don't have to have a lot of them, just a few, or 1 or 2 or whatever. And they just good for meditation to keep your mind focused if y'all have a problem or difficulty meditating. These worry stones with that little curve, with that little indentation for the thumb are very good. All right, just for that. And then if you find some with different different little things like that, or like curves or points, you can do that. Like I have this fluorite. It's like a Merkaba. It's like a pyramid on the top and a pyramid on the bottom. This is one of the first ones I bought too, way back over 10 years ago. So this, I use the points. You can use the points for reflexology. So look for different things like that, and that'll just kind of give you that pressure relief, almost like those squishy balls and stuff. Just something you can do with your fingers, you know, like that, because those are pressure points. Reflexology. So look for, don't always get the tumbled smooth ones, get the raw ones too. The raw ones are more powerful than the tumbled ones. So get the dry, ugly ones. They look ugly, but they really are more powerful. And some of them have points. There's a plane, so that's confirmation. So different textures, feel the different that's just tips for y'all to help meditate. Here's another carnelian here. And there's a different little turquoise right there. So there's another tiger's eye too. Little different funny shapes. Don't always get them all round and smooth like this, because that's not, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can roll it, but that's about all you can do with it, is roll it and try to feel like different smooth parts on it. But I like the different, even this one has a different curvature. You can see the little indentions in it. See how it's just, and then there's a little ripple right there, another little, almost look like a flaw. It's rough. So the textures, you can pinpoint those textures and you can meditate like that, and it'll help you ground your thought to stay present right there and not be rambling when you're trying to meditate, but just make you be aware. Because remember, awareness is is being present in the physical reality, right? Being present, hearing that plane keeps you grounded, hearing the horn, hearing the siren, you know, hearing a child playing in the background. It keeps us grounded in physical reality, right? So it lets you be present in the body. This is the physical, in the body, the senses, right? So citrine is in here. I just had citrine. There it is right there. Citrine, the little golden one, so that's the solar plexus. Citrine, golden topaz, moonstone, rutilated quartz, which I ended up getting the rutilated quartz the other day. So solar plexus, this is the rutilated quartz, which was a combination. Remember when I read it out of the Book of Stones? It was a combination of the smoky quartz and clear quartz that makes the rutilated quartz. But it has the way you tell it apart is it has the little needle hairs in it. It has like some little strings of hairs in it, needle points, like little thing, but it looks almost white, but a little tinge of yellow. So that's rutilated quartz for the solar plexus. So, and it's just a combination of the smoky quartz and the clear quartz. Smoky quartz and clear quartz, something like that. But that gets the rutilated quartz. Your heart chakra, you would have emerald. My emerald's in the back, but I got aventurine, green aventurine. Aventurine comes in different shades. They'll be light, they'll be dark. All right, this one has a little red in it. I forgot what this one was called. This might not even be, it might be, I forgot, this might be an agate, I don't know, I forgot. Aventurine, green aventurine. It might be a tinge of carnelian in this. I don't know, I'm not sure. It looked like it is, but I forgot what this one, I forgot. It might be, but it's something else mixed with it. That's aventurine, but they do come in light and different shades. But like I said, get the ugly raw ones sometime because they're the most powerful. Rose quartz also goes for the heart. So aventurine and rose quartz, pink and green, money and attraction, right? So attracting money. Pink and green candle, pink and green crystal. And malachite, and that's in the back. So malachite for the heart chakra too. You can use malachite for the chakra. And now turquoise for the throat chakra. And the blue lace agate. And there it is again. So And aquamarine, that's in the back. And celestite. So those could be for the throat chakra. And lapis, which is on my arm. And I thought I had one up. Yep, I did. One of my first crystals, again, over 10 years old. So that's the lapis lazuli. Blue sapphire. And sodalite is somewhere here in the back. And then you can use blue lace. They say in blue lace agate for the third eye, but I use it for like apatite and blue lace agate and turquoise I use for the throat. But they got it on the third eye. So they got it with the third eye with sodalite. So either one. And then amethyst is right here too. Amethyst. And right here. And it comes in different shades. Sometimes you can find the dark purple and sometimes you will find the light purple. So amethyst, right? Anytime you see this represents the Tekken or represents the phallic symbol, the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, anytime you see a tower, anytime you see this, that's a phallic symbol. That's the Washington Monument, all right, in Washington, D.C. And if you see it from above, it circles the Pisces viscera, which is the woman's yoni. So that symbolizes the phallic coming out of the womb, all right, or penetrating the womb, all right, resurrected from the womb. Right, in Washington, D.C., everybody's been going there for sightseeing, for tourists, for all these years. And a lot of people didn't know that that was a phallic symbol for patriarchy. All right, for patriarch. So that's, if you Google images, you'll see the infinity sign around it, the JJ. All right, from the ground. You don't even know you was walking on it as a child. You didn't even know you was walking on the womb thing because we wasn't up high. Now, if you probably go to the top, you probably could. But I never went to the top of it. But that's amethyst. And like I said, any of these towers, any of these representing, any towers are representing the phallic symbol, the Ace of Wands, the tallywhacker. And Kemetic yoga, we do like that, the Tekken, right? And that's still symbolizing the phallic symbol, all right? The obliques, we call it the obliques in ancient Egypt, the obelisk. I mean, I always say it wrong because I be looking at it in my head, but it's the obelisk. Obelisk, oblique, obelisk, something like that we pronounce it. It starts with an O. But that's really what it is, the penis, okay? So those are some powerful self-healing 101, this Holistic Wednesday. So those are some powerful crystals if y'all getting into crystals. They correlate to the 7 centers to keep them balanced, right? To keep them turning the way they're supposed to be turning, which also, if you add all the pedestals up, they come to that 1044. So when they talk about the 1044, they're really talking about the chakras, that you're in alignment, that they're turning the way they're supposed to turn, right? The grooves are turning, everything is turning like a clock. Remember how we see all those clocks and all the grooves kind of go like that and turn one another and turn one another to different 3. Sometimes you can get a clock that got those little three little other clocks and they kind of like turn each other into the groove. Chakras. So, but you can have them out of balance where one is turning too fast, overactive, and you can have one turning too slow, underactive, when they all supposed to turn simultaneously, like in the same amount of speed. So that's what the imbalance and the balance is about. That's what the overactive and the underactive chakras are about. So anything from day to day, from moment to moment, y'all can get these chakras out of alignment. It's not just once you get a Reiki session, they stay like that. No, you have to maintain that. And when you need a brush up in Reiki, you need a brush up in Reiki to calibrate whatever you feel is off, right? So keep that in mind. Once a Reiki session don't mean you stay balanced, because different stuff happen out there that's beyond your control, all right? You can eat the wrong thing, you can be tired, you can get sick, you can get whatever. That'll be a sign of an imbalanced chakra, right? That's why you go get the crystal to help you kind of calibrate and get it back. Or you get a singing bowl, like how I did singing bowl last night. You get a singing bowl, you try to flush out whatever it is or recalibrate it because something's throwing it off and the body's responding, which is telling you something is off. Like how I've been sick with my throat and my chest and my nasal patch. Look, that's Taurus, Aries, right? And then the chest, right? The respiratory. So those three, work on those three, right? Those chakra, and that's just my body getting rid of whatever's in there with the cough and the congestion. A lot of times, like, you want it to pass. You don't want to try to suppress it. And medicines, pharmaceutical medicines try to suppress it. You want the shit to come out. You don't want to keep it in. But, and like I said, by me being a Reiki master, I go get somebody else to do it. To do the bowls right quick, and then I just do mantras and stuff with it. And then calibrate it back right. But, and then you can up the vegetables, of course, that go with the chakra too to help it get in alignment. If it's third eye, more grapes and berries and eggplants and blueberries and blackberries and red cabbage and red onions and things like that to keep it, right? You can go along with the fruits or the vegetables of that color because it's really talking about the rainbow. It's really talking about the chakras. Crystals are really talking about the chakras, right? The colors you wear are really talking about the chakras and how you're feeling. All right. If you're wearing red, you could be passionate or you could be angry. If you're wearing black or light black, it could be grounding, right? It could be protection. Black don't necessarily mean evil because we use black crystals. They absorb negativity, but it don't mean that it is negative. That's one lie that they tell y'all to stay away from black. Because why would everybody want a black obsidian or a black tourmaline or a black, what's the other one? Shungite, if it's evil? You would stay away from it if it's evil. But why, first thing you get in spirituality, you get a black crystal? Because it protects you from the negativity, absorbs the negativity, and converts the negativity and sends it back out positive. That's why you get it. So it's not evil. So, but that's what they do for y'all to stay away from black in general, all right? That's just so you don't protect yourself. That's like hematite. So it's a protectant, right? Hematite and shungite. My shungite's in the room too. So shungite, hematite, and obsidian.
I gotta start over.
You gotta start over?
Yeah, this week.
Okay, we'll start over. All right. So different ones use different things, of course. We went over this before, but this is Holistic Wednesday, so I wanted to give y'all some. And now some herbs y'all can take with the root chakra: cedar, ginger, rosemary, cinnamon, and angelica. With the sacral chakra, citrus oil. Well, no, let me go back. That was the essential oils. That was the essential oils. Let's go back. The essential oils for the root chakra: cedar, ginger, rosemary, cinnamon, angelica. Sacral chakra oil: citrus oils, jasmine, lang, and clary sage. All right. For the solar plexus: verivert, juniper, Mary Joram, I forget that one, and lemon. And then heart chakra: rose, pine, bergamot, melissa, and tuberose, tuberose. Throat chakra: sage, hyssop, germanin, Jeranium, lemongrass, eucalyptus.
I cut it all green.
Okay.
This glue's free.
Okay. And
But
then
the other glue's not free.
okay, the other one not free, so yeah, only do the free one. All right, and then the third eye: lavender, palo santo, peppermint, and patchouli. And then the crown chakra would be myrrh, neroli, Neroli, sandalwood, frankincense, and benzoin, Benzoin. I probably butchered a lot of those, but that's that. Okay, so herbs. Now let's get to some herbs y'all can use for those root chakras if you're feeling sick or you need to, like I said, work on those chakras. These are some of the herbs or spices y'all can take. Root chakra: chive, cinnamon, pepper, horseradish, hot paprika, sacral, cinnamon, carob, Carob, and I haven't seen that one, vanilla, sesame seed, and calendula. Solar plexus: mint, funnel, chamomile, turmeric, cumin, ginger. Heart: sage, basil, cilantro, thyme, parsley, marjoram, what is that? Marjoram, Marjoram. I'm probably butchering that. And the throat: chamomile, peppermint, lemongrass, red clover. Third eye: mugwort, poppy seed, juniper, rosemary, lavender. And the crown chakra: a break from food can help my body to rest and rejuvenate. So on the crown chakra, just a rest in food in general, or from those spices, just resting, not really doing anything. The third eye represents the pituitary, which is the feminine. The crown represents the pineal, which is the masculine energy. The throat chakra is the thyroid. The heart chakra is the thymus. The solar plexus is the liver, spleen, and gallbladder. The sacral is the gonads, and the root chakra is the adrenals, which is the kidney, right? The kidney right on top of the kidney function, right? So adrenals, gonads, liver, spleen, gallbladder, thymus, thyroid, pituitary, and pineal. Now, that's basic. That everybody should know that by now. I've heard it or seen it. Those are pretty basic. Self-help tips. Now, I was going to get something. I don't even know if I got it up here. I don't even know because I didn't go back there, and I'm not going back there to get no book. Some other herbs. Since we're coming into this flu season, and of course y'all check with doctors before y'all try that. That's my disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. I'm not going to do this. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to do that. Other things, methods you can do for Holistic Wednesday that's very powerful for Self-Healing 101 is the number one thing is grounding. Bare feet in the grass, on the dirt, under a tree is perfect because of the roots and because of the connection with the tree. So a tree is fine. If you ain't got a tree, the grass is just fine. The dirt is just fine. All right. So that's a powerful method. Don't take much, but just being out there 10, 15 minutes is enough for the magnetic chakra, the ley lines, and the meridians in the earth to match up with yours and pull toxins out your bottom of your feet. That's the reason why you're barefooted, because you probably have about 7,000 pores in the bottom of your feet. So connecting with Mother Earth, Gaia, right? Connecting with Gaia. Grounding yourself, earthing yourself, right? Centering yourself. So that will definitely help align your chakras too. Tree hugging a tree, front or back, from the front or the back, will align the chakras. Laying on the ground, front or back, will align the chakras. Sitting on your butt will align your chakras because it'll hit from the root and it'll come down like that. Or standing, pull it all the way down, straight from the bottom of your feet. So it don't matter how you sit, lay, or stand when you're grounding, just do it. 10 or 15 minutes. If you got longer, do fine. Do it if you got longer. Okay. Other methods, sun gazing. Sun gazing. Number 1. To decalcify that closed eye that a lot of people got. That third eye. Decalcification of the pineal. Right? Of the third eye. The connection with source. So you can see. Not out of the physical, but out of the spiritual. Right? Some people can sun gaze with their eyes open or closed, so use discretion on that. I do my eyes open. I've done them closed, but I do my eyes open. So, because like I said, I have a mantra that I use with that. So, I do with my eyes open. And you can do it with your eyes closed because it's going to water up until you get used to it. So some of y'all may not get 2 seconds and you're like, I can't say because it takes time. That's why. It takes time to build that up to be able to do 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It takes time. So just open and close them, adjust them, do it again, close them, open them, adjust them, and do it again, or leave them closed. You know, because then you're closing the physical, and and the sun is gonna go straight through here, and you're gonna see all kind of funky colors probably. You know, it's gonna do what it's supposed to do. All right, so let it do what it's supposed to do. And that's up to y'all. If y'all want to keep them open or keep them closed, a lot of people say you'll go blind. You won't really go blind, but you know, unless you just ain't the one that's supposed to be looking at the motherfucking sun, then your ass might go blind. But if you children of the sun, you ain't going blind from looking at the fucking sun. So take it how it resonate on that one. So it depends if you're children of the sun or not, whether you're gonna lose them eyesights or not. You know. So I know I was looking at the eclipse we had back in, what was that, 17, 16, and everybody was out there with the cereal box with the foil doing this like they was on Star Trek or something. Made them some binoculars. I was out there like this. Eyes wide open, laying down, looking, you know. So it depends on who you from, where you from, your most high. So in other words, your creator. So that's why I said use caution. That's my disclaimer. So moon gaze. Moon gaze is another one. Sit outside under the moon and moon gaze. You know, it could be new moon or full moon. It doesn't matter. Just sit outside and do your meditation outside under the moon. It's a power self-healing thing because you're syncing with your emotions. You're going into the subconscious inside yourself. The night sky represents the night inside of us, right? The dark inside of us, the dark side. So the night sky, those stars, clusters, and galaxies represent the many dimensions and galaxies within us, which are cells. Sleeper cells, all kind of cells that hold down. Stargazing could be one too. You can stargaze. Just look at the constellation that is over you at a particular night. See if you can recognize any of them. See if you can see what's above you and where and when. Like my last place, I knew when Orion was coming. I knew what time of the season Orion would show up. I knew when Orion was on the other side of the earth because I had sat out there so much. I recognized the seasons and where Orion was. Or set. Well, it's really, a SAR, but y'all call it Orion's belt, but that's a SAR. So I would know where a SAR is at because I would always know what time of the season it was that it would show up where I was at. So that's why you need to know those constellations and what they look like. There's lots of apps too that can help y'all. So you'll know if you stargaze, that is powerful because then you know what that dominant energy around that time is. You can be in your bed and see it through apps. You can lay in your bed. You can see when it's above you in your sleep. Everything. It's all kind of apps for that. So that's good to know too. But y'all got to be outside for that too. You can't just be in the house. So moon gazing, sun gazing, and star gazing require you to be outside. It requires you to be outside to do it. You can't be in the house and do it. You know, you can probably use your imagination. Yeah, your intuition. Yeah. All right. I bought a painting from a brother years ago down at Pan Africa that did the star system, the 7 sisters, right? The 7 stars that make up Orion's belt, y'all call it. And that hangs. Now I can do it because I have that picture. So I have that picture. So when it's too cold outside, I can focus on that picture, and I can do my meditation with a star that way, right? So, and that's why I told y'all before. Let me get my board. Ooh, I got plants everywhere. My son plants over here. And I told y'all I'm gonna put Orion because y'all call it Ryan, but that's really a SAR. A SAR. S-A-R or S. What is it? A SAR or something like that. A SAR really isn't a star. If you really look at it, saying a star, right? A SAR. So Orion's belt, which is and you got one slightly kind of off a little bit, and you got that one there, and you got that one there, right? And if you really look at it, it makes this. It makes almost a Merkaba if you look at it. If you know it when you see it, right? And off of it's gonna be that main star right there. So you'll know it because it's gonna shoot off that star, and then you're gonna actually be able to see the 3 this, and then you follow it up, you're gonna see the rectangles it's gonna make. Right? It's gonna make like a time capsule almost. Like a star, like a oops. It's gonna make something like that. Right?
Yeah.
Because you're gonna see the little 3 belts right there. So that's 7. 4, 7. 7 stars. Right? The 7 stars. So the 7 sisters, that's your chakras. That's a man figure, but that's the 7 chakras. That's the belt. That's the arms, leg, the hat, bop, 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 whatever. And really it lines up with what? The pyramids, right? And the Sphinx, right? So it lines up with Giza, with Egypt, right? It lines up. So when you see that star above you, it's going to line you up with this. Giza Plateau. So wherever you are, you can definitely connect with the ancients. Stargate. The ancient Stargate. So it's a gateway in itself. It's a gateway to what? And if it's a star, then it has to be what? It has to be what? Your rising. Your rising sign. And look, it's right there. Rising sign. The same letters. Your rising sign. Your what? Your Ra sign. Your Ra sign. Right? That becomes a what? A A. Or a E. Re sign. Ra sign. Rising sign. Your star sign. Your star to your higher self. The dimension to your higher self. Your highest, best, greatest self. A star, right? Being a star. Aquarius, right? We're in the age of Aquarius. So, the front and center of the self, right? Aquarius represents what? Right? Aqua. Water. Air. Aries. Eris. Eris. Air-ris, right? The Aries, right? The air waves. Oh shit. air, waves, right? Y'all get it? So you can see Aqua is water. You can see Aries right there, right? Because you gonna be what? A E. So you talking about Aqua Aries? Aqua what? Water what? Fire. What is water and fire? That Merkaba, right? Well, I do it backwards, but y'all get it, right? Water, fire. That's what? Masculine and feminine. Masculine and feminine. Your balanced self. Masculine and feminine. So that's the age of Aquarius. You coming into balance with your water and your fire. With your water and your fire element. Feminine and masculine, because fire and air is masculine and water and earth is feminine. So you're coming into balance with that balance, with that water and fire. Aquarius, right? Aqua, water. Your passion, right? Aries is your passion. Aries is what ignites you, right? What do you have a passion for, right? Go with where you have a passion for. Where the current taking you, right? Where the ebb and flow taking you. Where is the word? Where is your passion taking you? Where is your fire taking you? Huh? Where is your fire taking you? Where is the current taking you? See it? Water and fire. The ebb and flow. Where is it taking you? Where is the current taking y'all? That means go with the flow. Go where you feel like you have passion. You have that lights your fire. That motivation, inspiration, right? Age of Aquarius, wherever that be, whoever that is, whatever ignites it, whatever, gets you going and motivated and moving, right? Go with that. Go with that. Because, or you can just not do anything at all and be mad. and be mad. Right? So, and that's technology anytime you're dealing with air, right? Aquarius. That's technology. Airwaves. Your throat chakra. Speak your truth. Follow your truth. Go where your truth is going. Because ain't nobody been there before but you. So, stargazing, I forgot to set this. Stargazing, moon gazing is definitely, and sun gazing is helpful if you're on your spiritual journey. Don't try to do it all at one time, though. Wherever you go first is wherever you go first. Wherever you start first is wherever you start first. It ain't no everybody got to start with crystals. It ain't no everybody got to start with Ifa. It ain't no everybody got to go do all these damn cliques and organizations and all that shit. It's go where the fuck you want to go. It's go where, because all roads lead your ass back home. So whichever one is whichever one you want to do. All right, you ain't know everybody got to be vegan. It ain't no everybody got to be vegetarian, because everybody ain't vegetarian and everybody ain't vegan and everybody ain't no meat eater. It's go wherever your energy is telling you to go. Your frequency is telling you to go, right? The energy is telling you to go, because that's where you're supposed to be going to get to a SAR, to get to your highest self, your rising sign, right? The self. Your wishes, your dreams, and your network. Lead, air, right? Lead. Did I spell that wrong? I did. Aquarius, right? Lead and air. What did that say? Leader, right? Leader. But what else does it say? Deal. Backwards. Deal. So if you got a deal and you got a leader, that says reader, right? So go where you're what? Led. Go where you're ebb and flow. Your water is leading you. Your current is taking you. Everybody ain't going down the same path, but all paths are going to lead back to the one. But there's many roads to the one, which are our zodiacs, which are those houses, right? Which are those planets. So all roads lead back to the one. All right? Back to the center, right? The center of the self. Your dreams, your highest dreams is your star. Your highest dreams, your wildest dreams, your best life, right? Whatever lifestyle y'all want to get and have for yourself, everybody's is not going to be the same. Everybody has an ideal, an imagination, an ideal where they want to go, but how do you get there? You got to have a navigation. You have to have an eye. You have to have a vision to get there. A lot of people can't get there because a lot of people don't have a vision. They don't have a vision. That's why they can't get there. Because they don't have a vision. They don't know what they want to be. They don't have no idea what they want to be either. Because people are too busy following other people. And if you follow other people, you're not following your own ideals. You're not following how to get back home to yourself, right? You're not following how to get back home to yourself, which is self-sabotage, the undoing Pisces, which is Aries, right? And we already said the Aquarius and Aries, the aqua fire, right? The water fire. How to get back home to your what? Yourself. Water fire. Aries. Aquarius. Water.
Oh! No.
Right? How to get back home to yourself. All roads lead back to one. Dreams, networks. What you want to be when you grow up. What y'all want to be when you grow up. A lot of people ain't grown up yet. They still in the playground, in the play stage. They still in the play stage. So that's something y'all can do. Another thing y'all can do is drink water. Very simple. Drink water. Keep yourself hydrated. Keep the toxins flushed out. Right? Keep the clear channel. Right? And you can put this in the sun. You can put this in the moon. All right? You can put your little petitions under it. You can speak to it. Of course, use a glass. Use a glass. Don't use plastic. When you're doing magic water, don't use plastic. Use glass. All right. Grab something. Write what you want. Sit it under the moon, and then drink it. All right. Cover it up. You can cover it up with something so no bugs don't get on it. You're leaving it out there at night, and then you can drink it in the morning. Moon water. You can use it for baths. You can use it for spiritual baths. You can use it to drink. You can speak to your water. Every time you drink it and you pour it in a glass, this I am healed. And drink it. Because you're putting your intentions in the water. Remember, water can transfer. It can penetrate. It's penetratable. Nothing can stop the flow of water. Right? It's penetratable. Bruce Lee even taught you that. So study Bruce Lee and you'll know about water. Right? It's hard as a force. It's solid. It can maneuver. It can evaporate. Right? It It's moisture, it's none, it changes all those forms of water, right? So study water and you'll see the fluidity, you'll see the rigidness, you'll see the solid when you get a block of ice, right? And you'll see it in the moisture in the air when we have precipitation or humidification, and then you'll see the rain, and then you'll see the flood, and then you'll see, you can go out there and it's be 100 degrees and you can pour water on the ground and next you know that bitch disappeared. You know, it just goes, right? Be water. Be adaptable. Be fluid, right? Be formless, he liked to say. Be formless. Be formless. Be shapeless, right? Be invisible. Be fearless, right? Be limitless. That's water. All that's water we're describing. All that's water we're describing, right? All that's water we're describing. So, let me see some other things y'all can do. There's plenty other things, of course. It's mudras. It's your mudra sounds, right? Lamb, bam, ram, yam, ham. Do your mudras align your chakras too. Whenever you feel off, all you gotta do is do the mudras. You can do the hands. 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 You can do all the little basic mudra symbols and put them wherever they need to be. Most of the time they're centered around here or just on your lap. We learned one the other day, right? Which was fire. We learned one, solar plexus, which was the chi, the prana. So, and breathing. So drinking water, breathing, 21 breaths every morning. 21 breaths every morning. One inhale, one exhale counts as one. One inhale, one exhale counts as two. One inhale, one exhale counts as three. So you have to have a rise and a fall to be counted as one breath. A rise and a fall counts as one breath. It's not 1, 2, It's 1. That's 1. That's 2. So it has to be a rise and a fall to count as 1. An inhale and an exhale. So breathing is 1 for self-healing, getting the fresh air, getting the circulation. You can start off with some basic yoga poses for each one that aligns each chakra, that pinpoints each chakra, but that also works with each gonad too, right? The pituitary, the third eye, the thyroid, the thymus, the liver, the spleen, the bladder, to get everything functioning. Like that's your plumbing system. Our digestion is our plumbing system. What about your shoes, right?
I want my shoes on.
What are you talking about? Ingestion.
I want my shoes on.
Ingest.
I want it back on.
Digest.
Help me. Help me.
Metabolize.
Help me.
Oh,
Who's gonna help me put my shoe on?
metabolize
Back on.
and eliminate.
I don't want to leave like
Right?
this.
Let me write that in the back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Equals 1. Right? So all of that on that chakra, when you're breathing in and breathing out, is going through this whole engine system. That's our engine. In our car, in our body, right? In our body, which is our physical body. Right? And that's our mind. That's going to flush everything through the engine, right? Circulate everything through the engine. So if this is our mind, because this is where we breathe in and out at, and this is where everything else takes place in our physical body, then that's the spirit right there. Then that's the spirit. So that's body synchronicity, whatever the word is, synchronicity, body, that's spirit and body, right? Synchronicity. Baby, come over here and stop that. Why are you doing all that? Who told you to take those shoes off in the first place? Come here. You shouldn't have took them off. Why'd you take it off? And that's on the wrong foot. That's why you can't get it on. Put it on the other foot. Come here. Don't take them off again. We ain't doing this all day. So if you're not taking care of those gateways there, of ingestion, what you take in, what you digest, what you metabolize, break down, and then what you spit out, what you don't need. That's in every area. Stand up, Aquarius. That's in every area of your life. That's what everything y'all see and read. Oh gosh, boy, why did you take these shoes off?
Alright, well, good luck.
Cart, you stepping on a shoestring. That's why I can't get it on. You pulling it tight. Here. Don't you take these shoes off no more. Give me another foot.
I don't know what's going on. Oh, what is this? Is this for a little bit? It is. It's not.
You gotta pee.
Alright, well.
Alright, so you have to pay attention to what you're breathing in and breathing out and going through your whole metabolic makeup. That's the breakdown. Them 4 major components is important to us. What we take in. So you eat, and when you want to do your 21 breaths every day, or before bed, before you go to bed, or before you wake up, or both, whatever, or during the day, whenever you need it. You can say, breathe in, calm, exhale, chaos. Whatever you want to excrete to get away from you, right? Breathe in whatever this is. Breathe in peace. Breathe in relaxation. Exhale hate. Exhale, it could be self-hate. It could be lack of something, right? Whatever that lack of money or poverty mindset, right? Whatever the lack of is. Breathe in wellness. Exhale sickness. Anything you want to exhale, right? You want to release it, right? You want to breathe in positive, but you want to release negative, all right? And you can do that in breath work. Breath work is important and water is important. So, and your spiritual journey and self-healing 101. And of course, your fruits and vegetables, right? But ain't nobody saying all of y'all got to be vegan, and ain't nobody saying all of y'all got to be vegetarian. You just got to eat in moderation. That's the thing that gets us. That's the thing that kills us the most, is we don't know how to do things moderately. We overconsume, or we don't consume enough of the good things. That's what hurts us the most, is our lack of measurement, our lack of measuring a barometer. That's what hurts us the most right there. The lack of measurement. We don't know how to gauge something. People don't, or they don't pay attention, right? No attention to when you eat too much of something, or when you drink too much of something. We don't pay attention to it. Or when we lack it, we don't pay attention. So there's no emotional barometer, or there's no intelligent barometer. Right? That's what we're lacking. Intellectual. There's those barometers right there. That's what we're lacking right there. right? We eat to feel good, but we don't think about what we eat, right? We don't think of the consequences. Right? So we just go by what feels good instead of just thinking of the consequences. Rational, logical. What would be the logic thing to do? What would be the logical consequence? What would be the rational consequence if I do too much of something? Right? Ooh, I done knocked my little eraser off of that one. Oh well. I have to glue that one back. So paying no attention to something. So water, hydrate, fruits and vegetables at least once a day, or something during the day, or herbal tea during the day. That's self-love, even though it might be it might be 1 cup, y'all. It might be 1 cup of tea. Start off with 1 cup of tea. Start off with an apple or fruit or banana. That's self-love, because that's giving. Remember, red will be here, the banana will be here, the granny's apple will be here, or the green grapes will be here, the red grapes will be here. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be all day. Just a little bit go a long way, right? So do something. Drink a thing of tea. I'm gonna make me some lavender tea. Lavender tea is good for relaxation, for calm, right? It has other properties too when you deal with spirituality too, but it has a lot. It can do a lot for you during the day. So do something self-love. Incorporating would definitely help. Even wearing a crystal is self-love, because you're maintaining a vibration, and it's going to always respond to you. But of course you got to clean these too. Now cleaning your stuff, your spiritual tools is another whole thing. You can't have spiritual tools and you're not maintaining those spiritual tools, keeping them clean, keeping the energy fresh on them, which you can do, right? Sunbathe your crystals. You can dip them in some salt, whether it's Himalayan salt or sea salt. Give them a salt bath, right? You can sage or smudge over them, whatever. It's very simple. Like if you got a windowsill that hits some sun, you can put them in the windowsill. You can put them in the windowsill and raise that up a little bit. Fresh air in the morning. You want to circulate. So you want to crack a window for a little bit period of a day to let all the air get out and bring some fresh air in. So you don't even have to leave it open for a long time, but just leave it open so air circulates. Keep fresh circulation, because you don't want to be breathing everything. It's like in a car when you turn it on, that recirculating, everybody breathing in the same fucking air. Well, that happens when you don't crack a window. So anytime you're lighting incense or moving stuff around, of course, Florida water, that you can go around the house and remove any negative energies, right? Bells. These are all self-healing things in Healing 101. Having a bell, go around every room. That breaks up negative low vibrations. I like to set my smoke detectors off. If I use sage, I smoke it up to where because I know it's gonna get in corners. It's gonna get where the sage ain't going. So you can do this in every room, clear every room out like that. Anything low vibrational, break it up. You can do it around your body. So you can do that. You can sage yourself, of course, or you get a bell. And you can get tinges too, of course. We got everything over here. Tuning forks and tinges and stuff like that too. And you can clear energy out of every room. Because it's different tones, right? So of course you can do a lot of that, right? Those are all self things that y'all can elevate y'all frequency and y'all surroundings and y'all environment, you know. And again, that too, like I need to put some more in here because it just went off a minute ago. Get you some humidifiers and use your oils. I did eucalyptus yesterday, so I'm gonna use peppermint today. Right? And keep that around. That's all this stuff increase because this is stuff you're doing for your environment, your homeostasis, right? So you can maintain a relaxful, peaceful environment and the scent. So the humidifiers are good. Don't have to be no big fancy ass one. It could be a cheap little one here in that corner, that corner. Salt lamps are good. I got one back there. I got 3 salt lamps, but you can do the salt lamps. You can do the humidifier. All that's little, yeah, it's tedious, but all of it adds up to your peace of mind, right? All of that adds up to you keeping the peace, you know, and being peaceful and being relaxed, right? So you have to do a little investing in the self. Ain't no self-love without you investing in yourself. That's one thing. Ain't no such thing as everything free. It's a lot of free stuff out there, yeah, that you can do like Mother Nature is free, right? The sun is free, the moon is free, the stars is free, but y'all don't want to do that either because you got to do that at night. You know, the moon and the star part is at night, but the sun you can do in the daytime. But a lot of stuff ain't free. Crystals cost, we got to buy those. We got to buy the damn oils. They cost a dime a dozen. You know, we got to buy different crystals and different flowing water. That shit costs, you know. I mean, we can make a lot of stuff natural, but it still costs to buy it. You can get the cheap dollar store herbs and do stuff, you know. You can do a whole lot of stuff cheaply. You can do a lot of stuff that costs. But you got to invest in yourself for it to be self-love. You're going to have to, like herbs cost, you're going to have to, unless you know how to go pick them in the wild somewhere and you know where they grow at and you're not trespassing, you can go get it or you can try to grow it yourself once you get it started. But then nobody don't want to put in the work for self-love and self-care and grow a little mini garden, right? So then you got to go buy it. So either way, you're either going to put the money into work in growing it yourself or you're going to go buy it somewhere. But you still have to make some type of investment, some type of financial investment into the self. You can do the little yoga poses on your own. That's free, right? But you got to go buy fruit or grow your own fruit trees. You know, do you need crystals? Not necessarily. You don't need crystals necessarily. If you just want them, you just want them. But you don't necessarily need them. They just good to have. All right. It's not a must. It's not a must have. You're going to be drawn to them anyway because they're going to draw to you. So you're going to be drawn to them anyway. They're good jewelry accents. They're good for clothes, matching with clothes and whatever you put on or just whatever you feel like you want to wear for that day. You know, and still don't wear them every day. Get used to not wearing them. Get used to wearing them. Get used to not wearing them. You don't want them to enable you. What you don't want your crystal, your tools, your spiritual tools to enable you and make you powerless. Because some of y'all can depend on y'all gadgets too much that y'all become crippled. You become powerless. And instead of you becoming empowered, you will become powerless because you will depend on the tools. So what if they take the tools up? What if they tell you no more crystals can be sold and you can't get none? Then what are you going to do? You're going to be powerless. So you want to use the tool. You don't want the tool to use you. You want to know how to use it in the right. You don't want it to disable your powers or your intuition. You don't want to solely rely on them is what I'm saying. So you got to be able to not wear them. Like for a couple days this week, I didn't even have them on. And I didn't put them on for a reason, because I don't like to get used to them, right? I don't want to get used to them. I don't want to be crippled by them. I want to be able to know how to work without them still, okay? Right? You don't want to be totally dependent on them. Now, if you just start on your journey, yeah, you might want to, because you're still at a weak point where you haven't built up your power. Now, where's the power actually coming from? The power is actually coming from your consistency. The power is coming from your consistency. How fluent you are with something, how consistent you are with something. That builds up your powerful connection to anything in the spiritual world. If your ancestors, if it's your spirit team, if it's your guides, even if it's yourself in your altar, your own altar space, it's the consistency behind it. Are you watering it? Are you lighting the candle every day? Are you feeding your Ori? Are you feeding their Orishas? Are you feeding your ancestors? Are you giving them drink? Are you venerating them? Are you pouring libation? All that's consistency. That's where the power really comes from. How often you're doing it, how much of it you're doing it. And yeah, you can overdo it, so you don't want to overfeed your ancestors. And that's where your power gonna come from, the consistency. The lack you do of it, the less you do of it, the less power you got. The more you do of it, not more, but consistency. Not overdoing it, it's the consistency. Because they gonna get fucking mad if you overdo it. So don't over fucking do it and think you're gonna build up power. That's not what they're talking about. They talking about the longevity of it. So a lot of y'all coming into a spiritual journey, you don't have any longevity, which is why you don't have any power. So they gonna test you with that longevity part and see how long and consistent your ass gonna keep some shit up. Or you just gonna be like, the hell with this shit. I'm only gonna do it when I need something. Well, you only gonna get what you need, maybe not. And maybe they gonna work with you and maybe not, because they gonna know you just using them. So the spirits, I'm talking about the spirits or the ancestors or whatever it is. So your consistency of a thing is what gets you the power, gets you the level, gets you to elevate, right? How dedicated, in other words, how dedicated you are to your healing, to your craft, witchcraft, right? We can go into that because I know a lot of y'all like to say it's witchcraft, but it's not. So we can go into that, but I'm not. I've already had that discussion before. So how dedicated to you are your craftsmanship, to your skill set, right? Rome not built in a day. Rome didn't build itself in a day, right? We didn't come out of our mother's womb as an infant and then overnight, all of a sudden, we're all grown. So it takes consistency, right? The little details we do add up to the whole. The little steps we take add up to 1 foot, 1 yard, 1 mile, right? So it's the consistency of doing something that gives you the power. That's one of them. It's another thing too, but it's more things, but that's one of the main ones is how consistent. See? That was proof right there. That was the timer. 0, 0, 0. Somebody could have been saying 4 zeros or 3 zeros. Angel number. That's a reset. That's a reset. So some of y'all just got a reset. 10:30 on the clock. And so consistency is how the power, the connection, the powerful connection is built, right? Rest. Rest is another one, right? We all know proper rest, right? Relaxation, downtime, relaxing, not doing something, or taking a me day, whether it's spa day, whether it's a browse day, whether it's a shopping day, whether it's whatever you want to do for you, fish, go to a movie, go take yourself out to a dinner, The me time is important. The downtime, either going to bed early than usual, just turning in early, just watching something on TV or going to a movie, right? That is important. Our rest is important. And our exercise along with the chakras, right? Any of these 7 moves, if you did these 7 moves every day, that would suffice. Because it would definitely align each chakra, because there's one for each chakra, right? So it would align each chakra. So each move every day, 2 times a week, or 3 times a week, it don't even matter. Over time, it will be 3 times a week for a whole year, right? Or 3 times a week for 3 months. And then you might step it up to 4. All right, and shit, now you're going 4 times a week for 3 more months. And then you might step it up to 5. And then you're going 5 times a week for what? 3 more months. And before you know it, you're doing it 7 days a week. And now you got 7 days a week for a whole fucking year. Consistency. Consistency. That's where the power comes from. That's the connection to the spirit realm. Because a lot of people do stuff and they don't really want to do it. They're just doing it because they see everybody else doing it. Or I'm going to get on this bandwagon, or I'm going to ride this wave, you know, and that's where they fall off at. And then now they got to be like, well, shit, what else can I do? Oh, this person doing it, I'm going to go over here and do this. That's people that don't have no ideals. That's people that don't have originality. That's people that is not tapped into their creativity. So they're out there fishing from other people, bait fishing and biting from other people, because if they would just sit with themselves, they would get creative. If they would work on themselves, they would get creative to build something. But instead, they out there doing this. And that's keeping them where? On the outside, running away from themselves instead of being sitting down and coming to terms with themselves, right? What is it I really want to do? Not what somebody else doing and I'm finding an interest in that. Because you can sit there and be like, ask yourself, is what she doing? Do I want to do that the rest of my life? That's a good indication. That's a good indication. If you look and be like, do I want to do that the rest of my life? Then don't start it. That's a good indication. Because it has to be passion driven. Remember, Aqua, Aries, Aqua, fire. It has to be passion driven. It has to be emotion there. Water is an emotion. It's a feeling, right? And then the fire, you know, I have a drive or an ambition to do it. I love it, right? Fire, I'm passionate about it. I'm inspired by it. In other words, your life purpose. So it has to water your life purpose. Aqua, water, fire, purpose. So whatever you're doing has to water your life's purpose of why you came a star, why you became a star. So if stuff is not, I got the goosebumps, so I hope that's resonating with somebody, because I got the goosebumps just then. So whatever you're doing has to water your life's purpose. If it's not watering your life purpose, it's taking from it. In other words, if I can make that go down, look at that, or if I can make it go down, it's dimming it. I would say dimming it, but instead of saying dimming it, I just blew it out. So if I can make that dim, if it's not watering it, moving it, right? Guiding it, it's what? Dimming it. It's lessening it. It's lessening your self-worth. You're not getting to your dreams, right? Your wishes, your fulfillment, your best life. So whatever you're doing has to water your life purpose, your passion. So you got to ask yourself, is that something I want to do for the rest of my life? If I go over here and do this, is it temporary? Is it to get me to point A or B? Is it going to help support it? Or am I just wasting time till I figure out what I want to do? And a lot of people are doing that. They're doing other stuff, wasting time, figure out what they want to do instead of sitting with themselves and knowing what they want to do just instantly, or just taking the time to, what is it I want to do? Ask myself, what is my why? What is my why? What did Mark Twain say? The two important days of a man's life is when he's born and when he finds out the why, and look at the why in my hand. So when you can answer those, which you know you were born, you know the date, but do you know why you were born? Do you know why you were born? Does everybody know why they were born? What is your purpose? Even in Think and Grow Rich, he said when you find out your why, when you find out your why, right? Because remember, the why came from a what? Broken X, right? A fragmented X. So that's where why came from. We were supposed to have 3 X's, not 2 X's and a Y, right? So we gotta what? We gotta put our DNA back together. We gotta repair ourselves, right? Self-healing 101. All a part of your genetics too, isn't it? It's all a part of your genetics. So all the stuff that y'all doing is not in vain. Right? It's not in vain.
Mama stepping on me.
See? It's not in vain. Where's the why at? Right? Where's the why? Right? So what does that look like? What does it look like? A chromosome, a feminine and masculine energy. You see what I'm saying? Feminine, masculine. You got a what? And your star. So you gotta repair your DNA. You gotta get rid of the junk DNA. And you gotta wake up the master DNA.
Not this. Gwen, look. Look, Gwen. Look. And give the one between you.
Everybody has junk DNA in them. That virus, that shit ain't supposed to be there.
Hey,
And you gotta wake up your here, boy, here, take this thing. Don't go. Well, you go watch what you want to watch then. So again, junk DNA, right? So you gotta repair it. We all gotta repair our DNA, right? And that's what we're all doing. Wherever those missing X's are, you know, our light codes. Our light code, we got to repair wherever the faulty junk DNA, it might be right here. It might be right here. It might be right here. And we got to do some repairing, right? We got to do some replenishing, some restoration, some breath work, some sun. We got to get out of that. We got to get out of this junk illusion, this matrix to do it though. We got to get out of the matrix to do it. We got to get out of the matrix to do it. Because remember, you can't get well in an environment that made you sick. So we got to what? Rise above it. We got to rise above it. We got to rise above the matrix to get to that wellness. Right? To get to that wellness. Because down here, we just gonna be sick with all they tricks. You know, they trick or treats and shit. We just gonna stay sick down here. That's where we gonna stay sick in the matrix. Because all they got is a bunch of rabbit tricks. That's all they got. A rabbit hole full of tricks. That's it. No treats. The real treat is up here. That's the real treat. So you got to rise above it. You got to come out of the matrix to get to that centered wellness. Oops. that centered wellness, that balanced state. Because down here, we're going to be constantly fighting. We're going to be constantly fighting it. We're going to be constantly going at it, you know, battling back and forth. Battling. So really, symbolically and spiritually, it's, and when we saying not out of it, you know what I'm saying, because we ain't getting really out of it. What we saying is keeping that vibration up as high as you can always keep it up and maintain it. How high can you always, from day to day, keep a high vibration so you stay well? Because if it drops, you're back into this sick zone, right? You're back into the sick zone instead of the wellness zone. So that's the down, the up and the down, right? But the best thing about it is we know when we're sick, like how I'm feeling under weather, but I'm much better. I know what to do to get my ass back up. So as long as you know what to do to get your ass back up, you don't stay down. You do what you gotta do to get your ass back up. All right? To lift that vibration back up. And I named some so y'all can see if you're dealing with something right now, those little things like that can help you get your ass back up. That's basically what I was saying. The self-healing 101. And it can be reading a herb book. It could be listening to Reiki music. It could be doing chakra bowls. It could be getting a Reiki session. It could be grounding and all that other stuff I named, right?
Yeah.
Spending time alone, right? So really spending some alone time too is a good thing too, because that's the breath work and the meditation. Because nobody wants to meditate around a bunch of damn noise. You can't meditate with a bunch of noise, okay? You can't. That's a distraction. Anything that's distracting, anything that's the distraction, noise, chaotic, is taking you away from here. You need to be able to meditate by yourself. Alone time. All one. You need to be all one. This is the distraction. The interruptions. What? I think I'm spelling it right. Interruptions. Anything that interrupts you from here is a distraction. Right? And you got to figure out if it's internal or it's external. Right? That's where you got to figure out. Is it an internal thing? I'm doing it. Or is it an external doing it, others? That's basically that's the ebb and flow that we got to figure out. Is it me doing it? There's a plane, so that's confirmation, keeping the thoughts up high, right? Or is it external doing it? Is my external environment distracting me from meditating or being balanced or being in a high frequency? Or is it me doing it? What's doing it? Because if you're peaceful inside, but it's chaos outside, that's coming from others. Because if you feel a sense of relaxation on the inside of yourself, peace and calm, but then fucking chaos, it's not really affecting you, but it's happening around you. But then you know it's other people. It's other shit going on, right? Maybe within your control and maybe not within your control. Right? It could be with other people around you, but it's not really directly affecting you. But now if it comes to where there's no peace inside, that's an internal thing. That's an internal thing. So one way to gauge is if I got peace in, but outside is chaotic, that's really not affecting my vibration. But now if there's low frequency in and low frequency out, that may be coming from me. You see what I'm saying? That may be something I'm doing, and now I created it spiritually somehow, and now it's manifesting somehow in the physical. So, but if you're peaceful in the inside, but it's all down outside, that's other outside external forces. That's external. That could be people trying to distract you, or noise distractions, or whatever's trying to break up your vibration, right? But you're still on the up. You still feel good. You still feel at peace. Your mind's at peace. Your body is at peace. Your heart is at peace. Everything is peaceful and serene inside. Everything is like you meditating without even meditating. Had anybody ever felt that feeling? Have you ever felt that feeling where it feels like you've been meditating all day, but your ass ain't been meditating, like you're that fucking calm? Like you're that peaceful, like you don't even care. You just look at the distractions and you be like, you know, you see it, but you don't, but you just not even, it's like the golden child in that movie with the World War Z, when all the zombies and everything was fucking messed up around him and the little boy just squat and he just like, I don't even care. I don't even see these things. I'm just going and get down and squat. But you do that, but you're not squatting, but inside you feel you're squatting. You feel you're stooping. So it's like you're just observing the universe around you in a chaotic mood. And one of the most depressing things I will say in the newbies, for the newbies out there that's either new to my channel or new to the spiritual journey, as you elevate and as you go on, you're going to start to see a lot of that shit. And it may get you down a little bit, but don't let it take you out. Sometimes you get tired of being here. That's part of the journey. And you may want to feel like unalivable moments here. But don't let that get to you. Because you're aware of all the fuckery and all the destruction and all the chaos that people, non-humans or humans, have been destroying the planet, and how sick the planet is and how sick it is to be here. Like, you know that's not home. So you may get those moments where you feel so depressed that you want to be unlivable, but you have to not do it, okay? It could be from people around you sending that in a psychic attack form because they hating on you because of what you have going on or what they may think you got going on that's better than them. So people will send you suicidal thoughts or project suicidal ideations towards you. Or it will be part of your journey that you're going to become so aware that you're going to see how sick this planet Earth shit is. And you're not going to want to be a part of that this dimension anymore. So the thing is to just sit with that, feel that, discuss that if you got close people around you. You know, be there for people like that. If they do mention it to y'all, don't take it lightly, because you never know. They don't even have to be on their spiritual journey to feel it. So I'm not even saying that just people on the spiritual journey feel it. They don't even have to be anything spiritual to feel that. I'm just saying if anybody express that, then make sure y'all listening to them. Make sure y'all talking them out of it. Make sure you're telling them it's okay. You know, because they could be going through something internal, or that could be really somebody may be doing something to them. I don't know, you know, because we don't know what really go on with people. But you just gotta okay, where is this coming from? I feel like shitty. And at that time, the best thing to do is to have your spiritual tools. The best, because it'll pass. It'll pass. You can hold you some black tumbling just like this, and start stating some affirmations, and you're going to feel it dissipate. You can burn sage. You can clear your energy to see if it moves, if that energy gets out of there, because somebody could have sunk a negative energy or a negative spirit. So that's why the tools are important. When stuff like that hits you out of the blue, you know what to do to get rid of it and to move it. I don't know where the hell you came from, but your bitch ass better get the fuck up out of here, because there's going to be hell up in this bitch in a minute, and you ain't going to like it. You pull out all your weaponry. You pull out all your spiritual tools, and you get the blasting. Frankincense, cedar, dragon's blood, copal. You let a smoke bomb off in this motherfucker, Florida water, whatever, ammonia. You let the herbs that do it. You let a smoke bomb off in this motherfucker, so fucking powerful that the motherfucker ain't got camphor. Burn your ass some camphor. Babe, I got the goosebumps. See, when you let up a smoke bomb like that, that bitch got to go. Because it can't stay up in there. The vibration too high. So whether it's a spirit or whether it's an energy, y'all got to know the difference. Because some things you use with spiritual negativity and some things you use with the negative spirit, some things you use with the negativity energy, evil eye, whatever you want to call it. So you got to know the difference, right? And if you don't know the difference, like I said, do the whole smoke bomb and let the windows up, baby. Watch in a minute. That shit gonna be gone. Y'all gotta fight back. Some of y'all, you want to be spiritual, but you're a wussy spiritual person. You gotta fight back. Period. You know, you ain't gotta conjure up nothing fucking deadly or nothing like that to fight back. That's not what I'm saying. Now, if people come for you like that, you send that same shit back to their ass and let them deal with it. But I'm just saying, you don't have to, you can just hold this. You can just hold the raw one. Right? You can just tuck it in there on a day-to-day basis. Ain't nobody got to see it. You can tuck them in your pockets. You can tuck them in your bra. You can tuck them under your boobs. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you can do a lot of stuff. You'd be surprised what you can do. You can be, but you gotta have that consistency of working with your crystals. If you ain't working with your crystals, they ain't gonna work with you. You just bought them because you saw it was popular, and then they sitting over there collecting dust, and ain't shit being done, ain't nothing being cleaned, and they ain't never held. You ain't never held them bitches since you bought them. Them motherfuckers ain't fit to work for you. Not the way you want them to do. So again, holding your crystals and working with your crystals is a connection to your crystals. Because they called you, you picked it for a reason. Now you got to work with the crystal, right? You got to work with the crystal. So again, you can sage yourself, you can sage your aura, you can take a spiritual bath at that time, go hop your ass up in a goddamn tub. I don't care if it's 12 in the afternoon. I don't care if it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon. I don't care if it's at fucking midnight in the night. If you feel something, get your little lazy asses up and go hop your ass and clean your ass off and see if that do it. But don't sit there and do nothing. Now, the nothingness part of it is you can do the golden child, the World War Z thing where you just sit there and you meditate, and that's your nothingness. That you know that this is just an illusion and that too will pass. All right. You can do nothing as like, don't send a spell back, but just do the stuff I just named. That's sort of nothingness, not causing harm. Do no harm, but take no shit, right? You can do that too, but it depends on how bad y'all feeling, and that's up to y'all. It depends on how strong it is, and that's up, or y'all feel as strong it is, that's up to y'all. Okay, so you can do all those little things that's harmless, right? Burn you a black candle. Keep a black candle around to burn off the negativity, to get it out of your place. If someone sent it or someone brought it, you want to do little, it's different stuff you can do, but y'all got to study on your own. I'm not giving anybody no more pointers because y'all need to start fucking reading for yourself. Because really, I'm telling you, it's consistency. If you're not doing it and you just want to get the information, but you're not doing it, it ain't going to help you no way. It's not going to do any good because it comes with consistency. It comes with consistency. If you don't get anything else, it comes with consistency. Get that part. All right? That's where your power comes. And it ain't coming overnight because you can't overdo it. So it ain't going to come like that. You know, it's going to take years. It's going to take fucking years. And then some, it's still going to take fucking years because the data is in the DNA. The knowledge is in the DNA. And the consistency is longevity. The vitality is longevity. So how long your ass gonna do it? How serious you are. Or if you playing tricks like the Matrix. Okay? So that's where the shit gonna come from. Happy Wellness Wednesday. So Wholistic Wednesday with a W. So Those are just some self-love 101, self-healing tips y'all can do. Taking a stroll, taking a walk, getting some sun, exercising, meditation, which is the long time, not being distracted from noise or from children or from anything. Like you may hear a plane, because you can't do that, or you may hear a siren, but you can't do that. I mean, that's nothing that you can do about. I mean, so outside noise you can't do that about when you're meditating, because you're gonna go out there and hear the natural birds, the nature sounds, the crickets or the roosters, but if you do it even in the middle of the morning, the wee morning, that's your connection to spirit. So you still may hear a plane, you still may hear a siren, but that's like a confirmation. There's a plane again, see? What are you thinking about at that time? Or is it affirming something that you might have just said, an affirmation, to show you're in alignment? Work with your animal totems if that's the case. So meditation is one. Getting alone, spending time, exercising, nutrition we did, sun. That's your vitamin D, right? That's your vitamin D. That helps with stress. That helps with keeping y'all relaxed. It's serotonin, right? Keep you from being depressed, because it's a lonely road when you're on a spiritual journey. And you're going to be feeling those cycles of loneliness going to come and go. So it ain't going to just come one time and you're going to fucking get rid of it. You're going to learn to navigate around it. You're going to learn to navigate through that feeling, where that unaliveness stuff don't bother you, because now you see it's either external or internal, right? So once you know it's external or internal, you'll know how to navigate your tools, your spiritual tools that you adopt, that you put in your tool bag, right? Your spiritual tool bag that you got. Things you love to work with. Everybody's different, all right? So don't try to match it up with me. Don't try to match it up with somebody else. Try to match it up with who you are. It's going to have power when it's authentic. It's going to have power when it's truly you. So when it's truly y'all, and it's truly authentic, and it's truly you, not being somebody else or trying to be somebody else, you're going to have that power. You're going to have that power, because that's coming from you and source. You and direct link to source. So it's going to definitely you're never going to have any real power being somebody else. Let me just tell you that. Goosebumps again. So you're never going to have power being somebody else. Let me tell you, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. Your power comes from you being yourself, being authentic. I burnt my lip. Well, actually, let me get some Vaseline on there. It's almost gone.
Can I see?
Yeah, come see. He's talking about, can I see? See, I burnt my lip. Oh, I got a scab on it.
Scab.
Yeah, I got a scab on it. I burnt it. Waxing. I need to let them folks do it. Because evidently I pulled too much off.
I cut on now.
I don't know. Cut on whatever you want to cut on. All right? Cut on whatever you want to cut on.
It's Halloween, man.
Oh, Halloween, man. That's next. Well, that's in 2 months. And so I'm trying to see, is there anything else? Spas are good. Crystal rooms, like if you got a king spa, we have a king spa in Dallas, where you go in all the different salt rooms, crystal rooms, the hot, the cold. That's one way to do it. Cold to hot showers will do it. Well, hot to cold showers. Remember, because hot opens, cold restricts. So that helps with circulation and, you know, your body flow and your temperature and stuff like that. So anytime y'all can do, you can do this at home or through the shower. You can run a hot steamy shower and a cold bathtub full of, I used to do this at the King Spa. I would get in the hot sauna and then I go jump in the cold water pool. So if you got a shower in the tub, you can run a hot shower, go run the tub, jump in the cold water. And if you want to put a couple of ice cubes in it, you can, because what it's going to do is going to increase, it's going to restrict, it's going to dilate, and it's going to constrict, right? So it's going to help your blood flow and toughen up your skin. Or do it from the shower, hot as you can do it, and then cold. That's a good polarization technique too. for removing negativity, right? Opening up the channels, bam, and shocking them shits back to neutral. So it's like with crystals. Crystals, you can do that too. When you buy new crystals, you can clean them, sage them, whatever you want to do. Have a bowl of ice and drop them bitches in there, and that will polarize from everybody that done came there and touched that damn crystal. So always clean your crystals before you start working with them. Salt, sun, sage, or shock them bitches, because that way it's gonna cut it off. So the hot and cold water do the same thing. If something's not right, what do? Neutralize it. What does fasting do? Neutralize it. So whenever you're sick, fast a day, 24 hours, 36 hours. Total reset. Total reset of the system. It can be water and fruit, water and salad, or all water or nothing. However you can do it, or intermediate until you can do it. Depends on if y'all diabetic or got any underlying issues there. That's my disclaimer. But anyway, remember, extreme neutralize, hot, cold, cut it, right? It breaks it. So, and it returns it back to neutral, back to now you can start off steps, moderation, moderation, moderation. So whenever you want to break a habit, fast. Whenever you want to break something or reset your body, you want oatmeal again? And just fast. That's another way. Fasting, meditation, water, exercise, sun. What else?
Taurus.
Fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
Right? And your meditation in the spirit, your time with spirit, with your higher self. Those are our doctors. Those are actually our 6-7 doctors. Right? Exercise, meditation, yoga, walking, sun, vitamin D, right? Spirit, meditation in the morning, affirmation, fruits and vegetables, rest, and what else? That's pretty much it, 5 or 6. I think I put one of them together. Sun, nutrition, your fruits and vegetables. Sun, your fruits and vegetables, rest, water, that's what it was. Water, spirit, right? Meditation, and then your rest. Did I say rest? Exercise. Did I say that first? Yoga. Let me see, it's up here somewhere. Yeah, rest. That's our 6-7 doctors. That's it. That will keep us healthy or keep us vibrating with them chakras balanced. All right, I'm out of here. That's our holistic, different. I'm trying to see if there's any other things y'all can do. For the most part, and clean up. Oh, clean. Be clean. Be clean. Not just you. Not just you when you go out there and present yourself. Make sure your home is clean. Your home is an extension of you. You are an extension of your home. But some people have chaos at their home, but then they go out in the world and you would think that's a clean person and it's not. That's why you can't be fooled by people's looks. Because anybody gonna dress up and try to smell their best and give you their best representation out there, but inside their house is fucking a total mess. So the car is an extension of your home and you're an extension of your home, right? So those 3 things should be clean because that's reflecting you. That's y'all understand how unclean energy really affects you. Every energy affects you, but indirectly or directly at some point. over time. So clean your house, clean your rooms, clean corners, cobwebs, dust or whatever. Keep your car clean and keep yourself clean, because all of that is like a trinity, right? It's all correlation to that. And you will feel better, and your mood will pick up, and your confidence will pick up, because you're coming into a clean house. You're going out there cleaning the world. Even if it's a hoopty, it can be a clean hoopty, right? It ain't got to be a nasty hoopty because it's a nasty hoopty. It can be a clean hoopty. You know, I remember at one time I had a hoopty. It was still clean though. I kept it clean. So it doesn't matter what type of car it is. Just keep it vacuumed is what I'm talking about. Keep it washed. Keep it vacuumed until you can do better. Because if you can do better with the little, you can do better with the what? The more. So Spirit got to test y'all sometimes. How good are you going to take care of the less thing that you got to get the best thing that you got? So if you're going to take care of yourself but then disregard your house and your car, it doesn't make any sense, but those are extensions of you. So they represent you, right? In some form. People see your car, oh, he clean, or she clean, oh my God. And look how she dressed, look at her car. Damn, I know she got a clean house. Not all the time though. Not all the time. Because a lot of people like to present themselves falsely like that. But how they live is something totally fucking different. All right? So it's not saying that every time you see a clean person out there, they fucking clean. Or because they have that people like to have a facade, an image. Right? So, but you got to look past that. That's why a lot of times that shit don't matter. Right? You got to take your time to get to know folks. Because they can look clean when you see them in a club, at work, or whatever, but be funky and nasty at that damn house. So, it don't always mean that. So, think of it that way. Reading is another doctrine. Because you have to exercise the mindset. Right? You have to exercise the mindset. You have to put things in it. Right? Grow it. You have to grow it. So hobbies is good. Do-it-yourself projects is good. Learning to do something new that you haven't learned or you always wanted to be taught by a mom or dad that you didn't. You can take it back to childhood or not. Or just because you just upgrading yourself. You're leveling up yourself. So stretching your mindset with books is a must if you're on the spiritual journey. And I'm not just saying it has to be conscious books, or it don't have to be history. It don't have to be just conscious. It don't have to be just spirituality, though it's going to go towards spirituality most likely, or it's going to go toward herbals or crystals or whatever you're interested in. And then some things that you haven't learned. Business. It could be business mindset. It could be wealth mindset. Prosperity mindset stuff. Things that grow you, that elevate you, right? That help you level up. So anything that you need to level yourself up to the next level so that your identity matches it, then study that. It don't have to be all spiritual shit, right? Intellectual shit. But what I'm saying is you do want to incorporate the mind. All right? Incorporate the mind. What can I do to feed my mind? All right? Because it's got to match where you're trying to go. You can't be wanting $1 million but dumb as fuck. I mean, I'm just saying. It won't make no sense because you will mess up the fucking $1 million, right? So you're going to have to... You're going to have to change something, right? You can't go to where low vibration go and you got $1 million. It don't match. So if you're trying to level up, everything has to level up with it. The mindset and the body set and the skill set, right? And the craftsmen, the skills, right? With your trade, whatever you're trying to do has to level up with it. So yeah, it's gonna mean people gonna fall off. It's gonna mean you're not gonna want to do certain stuff with certain people anymore. You're not gonna want to go certain people. You're not gonna be interested in what you used to be. All that's going to shift with that mindset. So some of y'all are trying to keep You're trying to level up, but you're trying to keep all the shit that you used to do, and that's why the resistance is there, because you can't do it that way. You have to fucking level up. I don't care what nobody say. They don't know because they're not trying to level up, and they haven't leveled up. So if you're trying to level up, shit gon' fall the fuck off. Let it go, because that's what's keeping y'all from actually getting the true level up or the true thing that you want. You have to sit there and look at, okay, what am I fucking doing? Because I'm here, but I'm not there yet. It's still something that ain't quite off the barometer yet, or that math, as my son say, the math ain't mathing yet. You know, do the math. The math ain't mathing. So if you're dressing nice and neat and prim and proper, but the finance is not there, you got to figure out why the finance is not matching the way you're dressing, or if you got money, why something is not where it's supposed to be for that lifestyle is what you're saying. What I'm saying, it could be people, it could be family, it could be places you're dining, it could be places you're frequenting, it could be things you're doing. That's not, do you have a self-care routine? It could be simple like that. You could be doing everything else, but you haven't took care of what? The body itself, the self-love part itself. It could be put a facial routine in there. That's 5 or 10 minutes a morning, or 5 or 10 minutes on once a week, or however you want to do it. Right? I exfoliate once a weekend, right? On the weekend, right? Somewhere between Friday and Sunday, I'll exfoliate my face, right? I'll take a vitamin D and then still go walk, right? I'll take a vitamin D capsule and still go walk, right? It's more than just nails and pedicures. It's the actual, am I lotioning? Am I exfoliating my whole body once a week? You don't have to have a long, like some people have a long 2-hour fucking bath routine. You can if you got that time, but you ain't got to. The thing is, you want the consistency. You don't want something that you're gonna drop off and not gonna want to do because it's too tedious now and life's too hectic or something going on, and then you might fall off the wagon. So just keep it simple, stupid. That, you know, that KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. So don't try to be all technical with it and glam with it and Barbie doll with it. It can be 5 minutes on your face. It can be 5 minutes exfoliating in the shower once a week and lotioning 5 minutes. It can be you sitting there. It can be you sitting there just taking your time rubbing a essential oil and an olive oil or a grapeseed oil on your skin or on your feet. It can be so simple. It ain't gotta be nothing complicated, right? Where's my? I don't know where my little thing is. Where's my little? I can't find my. Oh, this. Like, it could be this. I found these at Walmart. I got two. I got one in the front, one in the back, right? And I saw Tracy Ellis doing this, so I started doing this while I was doing my circulation anyway. But I saw Tracy Ellis on that damn TikTok, and she was rubbing, and I said, oh shit, girl, you done started something. So now I added this, and I added this, right? That's for my abdomen, right? So I started rolling this bitch all over. Like, even between there, like I said, I'm gonna mess around here and roll some cellulite away. You know? So I started doing that a little bit more, right? On my thighs. I got two. I got one up front, so whenever I want, and one in the back. I'm even rubbing the butt. You know what I'm saying? And it's circulating, it's getting what? What it's doing is getting blood flow to where it's stagnant at my lower back, right? And circulation down the lower leg, right? Or down those meridians and ley lines, moving and breaking up energy, right? The lymphatic system back there behind the knee, right? That's self-healing 101, right? Blood circulation. Because I sit all day, so I gotta do it. Because I sit most of the time. I walk, but the job that I do, the work that I do, requires me to be sitting a lot. That's why you'll see me start to stand up more, right? The heart right here, remember the heart? Right? But this is a really good one, right? Your bowels, right? So there's a lot of things you can do with this little damn thing. Lower back. See, I'm itchy because I've got my blood circulating.
I'm gonna color cupcakes.
Moving energy, right? That is like 5 minutes, right? 5 minutes, right? And you, like when I oil, it's better because it'll roll with those little balls. So it'll roll easier. But stuff like that, you don't need a whole lot, right? Can't afford a massage, a masseuse? There you go. There you go. Got your own little masseuse right in your own hand, right? I can do that. Stir my chi up, right? Activate my chi. Because remember, reflexology in the hands and the feet. And if you can stand it, do it under your feet, right? I can do it on my head if I want to, right? On my crown, circulate blood flow to my crown, right? Hey, right? I got this damn headband. Hey.
Just in case y'all forgot.
All right. So that, what was that, about 5-7 minutes? Self-love. It don't have to be all damn. Now my blood boiling. Because see, now I got oxygen and now my blood boiling. Now I feel everything burning. So wherever it's stagnant, it's getting everything like, hold up, what the fuck going on here now? Like, wait. What's this? What? Everything got heated. It ain't even work out, but that felt like a workout. Because now my temperature done rose up. So again, stuff like this wasn't but a couple of dollars. Like what? I don't even remember. It was under 10. It was under 10. Could have been like 4, 5, 6, 7. So I bought 2. So when I want to do both sides of my leg, I can do this at the same time. Right? Like that. Right? Or you can tap.
Oh, did you like this outfit?
I ordered them yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. You can do tapping, right? Tapping is always good. Tapping. Alright? And then the facial thing, right? It's in the back. The rolling thing, right? With affirmations. I am healthy. I am well. I am grounded. I am alive. I speak my truth. I see. I know. I am. You know, you can do your affirmations while you're doing it. That's touch. That's touch, right? And then the Chinese people love to do that, right? When they do your massages, flick those nails, right? Flick that top. Y'all gotta learn stuff like that. Right? Mudras. Right? Different ones. Like, that's it. That's just a little bit. But if you do them regular, you will know you'll be able to do them. Bye, y'all. That's it. Wait, what are you doing? Wait, hold up. Hold up. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Stop it.
Hope that helps.